A smartphone is only as smart as its user. I recently upgraded to a smartphone and quickly found out that it was so determined to tell me to go about things a certain way that I had to actively outwit it. That amazed me. I think, personally, which is very repetitious, anytime you say personally and I think, it's repetition. I think, personally, a smartphone is very helpful and very dangerous. A smartphone, as I said, or did I say? I'm not completely sure. Is only as smart as its user. Like, a car is only as safe as its driver. A credit card is only as responsible as its holder. You know. Oh! Sorry I had to fart. But the point is, you don't like autocorrect, find a way to turn it off. You don't like location tracking. I mean, these forms you have to fill out for nearly everything these days, especially for hospitals, medicine, therapy, They're full of stuff because, one, it's got the legal obligations, but two, inside of all the legal obligations, there are little things that are important that stick out that you kind of need to read. And it's everywhere. I mean, I got a form in the mail the other day from a car dealership telling me I won. I was like, alright. And then I checked it and it said valid with a $10,000 purchase or more. And one of the prizes was $10,000 cash. Well, they showed a car off that was like $2,000 or something. I'm not really sure. I don't really understand these things. And I thought, I'd like my $10,000 without having to spend $10,000. I mean, you get it back, but you have to spend more than you win, and it's like, what good is winning a prize if it's not free? I don't know. I always got a kick out of the little toys and gimmicks and cereal boxes when I was younger. I mean, I was already going to get cereal. I was already going to eat. I was very much a milk and cereal kind of guy for a while. I still am when I go on stage for comedy shows now and then, but these days I keep my milk in a pickle jar if I'm on stage. Rest of the time I just put it in a bowl and put some cereal in a bowl and eat and drink and be merry. See, I don't know enough about the Lord of the Rings to make a good reference right now. I forget which one was the one who always got pissed off. I think it was Pippin, though. I know it was Dominique Monaghan's character, and like after the Lord of the Rings, you just saw his roles just get so gruesome and serious. I mean, it's like he really wanted to break out of the role of the typecast of being a hobbit. Poor Frodo, Elijah Wood. It's like, being Frodo was a career maker and a career killer. Like, after that, there was no going back. Kind of like after taking the ring. That ring, it got a hold of Frodo, but it also got a hold of Elijah Wood. And poor Daniel Radcliffe, he grew up playing Harry Potter, How is he gonna want to have a clean-shaven face when he had to do it for his role all the time? And the problem with him is his facial hair doesn't... Well, I haven't seen a good beard yet. But he doesn't want to look like Harry Potter for his roles. He wants to look like him. And he's never really had time to experiment with facial hair, and I understand that. As soon as I got my facial hair coming in, I was so proud of it. Imagine what it did to Daniel Radcliffe to have to keep shaving it off every time he did a Harry Potter movie. And he's trying to branch out and do things, and I really believe that he's a good actor. But I think the pressure of being Harry Potter just... Oh, my phone. My phone. Ah! What's going on? Okay. Apparently my phone goes black after 5 minutes. I did that. I wanted to save battery because I figured 5 minutes was long enough. Then I forgot that sometimes I might babble on the voice recorder for more than 5 minutes. Yeah, that's something I'm going to have to work out. The good news, though, is 5 minutes is long enough to record my whole comedy set. I mean, usually I walk off stage kind of awkwardly, kind of like, I don't want to go, kind of like Tennant. Doctor Who? 10th Doctor? Anybody? And, it's very hard for me to give up that mic. It's hard for me to hold it, though. It's big and kind of clunky, and, there's been some times when I've just thought, it'd just be better if I brought some tape and taped it to my wrist. The only problem is my circulation is kind of bad sometimes, and I'm afraid if I taped it to the wrist, like, halfway through the set, I'd be getting lightheaded and stumbling over material I always stumble over, but stumbling over it worse, and then I'd pass out on stage, and everyone would laugh because they'd think I made it up, but then it would be like, oh, he's not waking up. Yeah, that's kind of the thing with me. But I digress constantly. So I guess you're watching this on YouTube right now, or listening to an audio file of this. I don't know. The audio files of this, because this is a certain kind of phone, they are in 3GP, which is not MP3. So I have to physically go online, throw them onto a converter, convert them to MP3, download them, name them, throw them onto a video, get the video just right, and throw it onto YouTube or into my iTunes. And it's all complicated and crappy and everything, but, at the end of the day, I'm happy to have a smartphone. But again, a smartphone is only as smart as its user. Woo! I think they should make condoms for your heart so you don't catch anything when you have sex. I mean, I heard there's some nasty things going around like love and relationships and commitment and stuff. Those are some pretty brutal diseases, man. I don't know if I could live with those for the rest of my life. I'm not sure yet. For the right woman, I'll go ahead without a condom for my heart, but I think a lot of these people my age, I'm trying to record a voice thing, and everyone's just like, hi, at one time.